It's not the best cup of tea I've made, I'll be honest. So before I start talking and telling you a story about something that happened to me on a train the other day, I just thought I'd remind you of a couple things. One, my book is up for pre-order on amazon.co.uk. I'm aware that I put it in the end card of the last video that I uploaded, but I haven't actually verbally said it to you yet, so I thought I would just do that. Secondly, my amazing friend Emma Blackery is shaving her hair off at Summer in the City next weekend. Oh my god, she's so freaking brave, and I love her, and I think she's amazing. And if you're at Summer in the City, because I can't be there, can you please support her and shout "Carrie freaking loves you" at the top of your lungs when it's happening, please. In fact, it would be amazing if there was like a load of hopefuls watching her get her hair shaved off when it's happening, that you all raised your pinkies. That would be freaking amazing. It would be like the bit in the Hunger Games where they all like kiss their 3 fingers and raise them and show Katniss support. If you could all do that, oh my god, that would make me so happy. If you all raised your pinky fingers as she was getting her hair shaved off, just as like a sign of like the hopefuls freaking support Emma Blackery, that would be amazing. I really want her to know that I'm there in spirit, like through the hopefuls. That would be amazing. Can we actually make that happen? I've got myself excited and there's no one home to tell. Working in the theatre, I love it. I love working in the theatre, but the downside is having to walk through Soho/Piccadilly Circus on Friday and Saturday evenings to get to the train station to go home. Weird men keep coming up to me and trying to chat me up, and they're never normal or good looking or normal. I have a few of these stories, but my favourite happened on my train home on Thursday night. So I got on my train at Baker Street the other night at around 11 o'clock. I'd just done a show, I had my headphones on, I was walking down the carriage, and it was quite a busy train, you know, like medium busy. There were a few seats left. There weren't the nice seats in like the little booths by the windows. They were all taken. But I found a row of 3 seats so I could sit in the middle one, just be in my own little bubble for a little bit. It was lovely. I had a book in my bag and I had a notebook and pen in my bag, and I was like, I'm too tired to read and I'm too tired to write, so I am gonna whack out a piece of origami paper and I'm gonna make me a dragon friend, is what I'm gonna do. So, I'm halfway through this dragon, weird sentence, and this guy, this Asian guy, the fact that he's Asian is relevant to the story, this Asian guy walks up to me, he hovers over me for a sec, to the point where I'm like, okay, I know he's there, so I kind of have to acknowledge him, I'm gonna have to look up. So really apprehensively, I took off one ear and went, hi. He said, hi. That's cool, pointing to the dragon, and I was like, thanks. And then he didn't say anything. Having been quite content in my little bubble before this man arrived, I kind of just wanted to go, bye now. This interaction's over now. Bye. See you later. Instead, what happened was he handed me a card. It was this card. It is a bowling card. And he said, I'm gonna give you this. It looks like a bowling card, and that is because it is a bowling card. And then he said something, which I'm not gonna lie, made me worry about what was gonna come next. He said, okay, now this is gonna sound really weird. And I was like, right? Me and my friends, there's 4 of us, we've got quite a diverse friend group. There's 1 Asian guy, 1 black guy, 1 white guy, and 1 mixed race guy. For a second I thought he was gonna ask me to join their group so I could be the 1 guy that wasn't a guy. I don't know where it was going, but that's where my head went. But no, what he said was, so we've all written our numbers down on this card, and you can pick which one you want. And I looked down at the card, and lo and behold, there are 4 numbers written around the edge of the card, but instead of their names being next to the numbers, it just says in brackets after each number, white, mixed, black, and Asian. And to top it all off, he pointed at one of the numbers and said, I recommend the Asian. I looked back at this guy, and no word of a lie, I said, you do realise this is the weirdest thing I've ever been given, right? He laughed and went, yeah. He knew that this was weird. And then he said to me, pointing to the origami dragon, can I have that when you're done? And I just went, yeah, yes you can. And in my head I said, because I won't be texting these numbers, so I think the best you're gonna get out of this interaction is an origami dragon. It was so bizarre, like I still don't quite understand it. And I don't understand how he thinks that anyone can pick a date based on a phone number and the ethnicity of the person it belongs to. Like I don't even have names, I don't have interests. or their favourite TV shows are. Like, I don't know if we're compatible. It's just a very bizarre way of doing things. And I don't recommend it because it's weird. I'm not going to text any of these numbers, and I don't know any women who would. And I think, but I'm not sure, that it might be a little bit racist. I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. I'm uncomfortable with it. I know that much. I don't know what my conclusion is on that whole experience. I don't think I ever will have one, because it was too bizarre. I got nothing. I am currently sat on my beanbag with my laptop looking at my book. I currently have 71,563 words written. My target was 70,000 words, so I have surpassed that. Woo! Yeah.